This looks intriguing.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How?
I am well, but I have been worried.
I'm all right at the moment. They want something that Professor...
When were you at Gring?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. A Portkey brought us there after the dragon.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. I realized something. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and...
Good. Rookwood and Harlow.
All the more reason they... Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow, taking him down would...
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps under... I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation. I was thinking that we could invest...
All right.
I am going to watch and listen, find out. In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
How nice to see you, my young...
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're lying, potato. You won't.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. I see.
We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student to my dead body!
You're going to it.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in news. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were...
Ashwinders? It's a long story, but...
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me. Best get moving on my research.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service.
Merlin?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and
Fixtures?
I believe he created...
I can see why you...
Well then, no one has yet managed to figure out how. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important...
Mallowsweet?
versatile herb. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so... You see, each swirl in Merlin's...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio! Accio! Levioso!
You got the mallow sweet to work. Now, what to do about these pyres?
Reparo! Lumos! Revelio! 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 Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on. You should feel free. My guess is that each will... which you can find in Hogs... I really must... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the... my notes and books.
Can you eat a child?
What am I...
she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Oh, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all...
I wonder if hippogriffs like...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be...
Actually, I enjoyed it.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us...
I already have some, Professor.
You visited the Magic Neep. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. It wasn't easy to spare one on so... Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited. The cabbages do get
Yes, Professor.
Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your finger.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing... Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh.
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just...
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. And they'll do the rest.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards. Not saying you can't go it alone, but...
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. Dogweed and Deathcap has...
You get the idea. Anyway. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom. I'm glad. Herbology... Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new...
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships.
Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the...
Professor Black would never allow that. He makes him look completely incompetent, which is brilliant.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not any. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also... Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment you can find the ingredient... But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your... Some can be harvested from the plant. Others, however, may be harder to obtain and will require you to come and see me when you've finished brewing. And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you were...
He did say that. He wants me...
Brilliant! You, my friend. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a...
Pleasure to meet you.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for... Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Adurus potion. I'm just missing one tiny love.
I suspect that's where...
You're as clever as... I simply need a single Fwooper feather.
I don't know, Gareth.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable.
Very well.
Brilliant!
Remember, your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather.
Brilliant! Thank you. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you...
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again! Oh!
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as...
I brewed an Adurus potion.
I'm surprised you had the time.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learned a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this club.
I'm glad I was able to...
A rare occurrence. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to pay particular attention in herbology, the plants you nurture. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brew. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
You wanted to...
Indeed. Allow me to introduce my former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder.
How do you know about the book?
We portraits hear more than... So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be...
I'll do whatever.
Wonderful. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with detail. And the unsolved murderer? I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of...
I shall go and see her.
Brilliant. I shall see you there. Soon, I hope.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Anyone can run a shop.
A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Incendio!
What was that?
Protego!
Afraid to take a hit. No!
Levioso! It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood played a hand in his disappearance.
I should investigate.
Bardolph Beaumont should have returned by now. As he was.
Here you are. I'm pleased to see you took my advice.